About 4 years ago, a new captain came on board.
Pilot Khan, 198.
The first American woman to command a cruise ship. If you've ever sailed on a cruise ship, you could almost count on the fact that the captain and the officers would almost always be male. It was part of the culture, in fact, a seagoing tradition. So much so that the captain seemed almost out of central casting. Their images of command and control were often used to sell cruises. Their photos featured prominently in cruise ship catalogs. Kate McHugh. She has a compelling story to tell.
I got interested in becoming a captain when I went on my first cruise at 12 years old. And when we got off the ship and we were packing the car to drive home, I said to my dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up. And he said, what's that? I said, you know the person that plans all the fun events on board the ship? He said, yeah. The cruise director? I said, yeah. He said, well, you could do anything you want, including drive the thing. And that's where the seed was planted. And so I started school at 17. I went to California Maritime Academy, and 19 years later, I was given my very first command of the Celebrity Summit in 2000. Like we had for arrival this morning.
And you can find her just about everywhere on the ship. Not just meeting with passengers during formal onboard events, but having extended conversations with them. She's not just the captain, but also celebrities' goodwill ambassador.
Hi! How cute are you?
But some passengers are still coming to grips with the idea that the captain is a woman.
I actually had a woman who I was in the shops, and she came up and she asked me if I could help her with a watch because she assumed that I worked in the shops. And in the end, I sold her a watch, and when I walked away, she still didn't know that I was the captain.
Maybe she'll be watching now and she'll figure it out.
That'd be funny. We could.
Smile, Brianna.
Awesome.
But to Celebrity Cruise Line CEO Lisa Lutoff-Perlo, there's nothing funny about Kate's responsibilities.
She's a very serious nautical navigator, yes.
I mean, this is a $1.2 billion piece of equipment.
Yes, it is, and she is responsible for the lives of our crew and our guests. And that is almost 4,500 people, and that is a serious job. And I've not met anyone, men or woman, who does it like Kate.
You have a special friend on board.
I do. I always travel with three things: my Louboutin shoes, my mermaid tail, and my naked cat, Bug Naked.
Could you please explain that?
The Louboutins are my standard uniform issue. The mermaid tail is something that I use when I go out in port. It kind of pushes me to experience the ports a little bit differently than normal. And then Bug Naked, my naked cat, she's like having family around 24/7.
Wait a second, get a cat. I want a picture of this. Here, please.
And this is no ordinary feline. Captain Kate makes sure Bug Naked is always dressed for the occasion.
This is the gang, everybody.
On the cruise I was on, there were two special passengers on board. Kate's parents and her father, especially proud that his daughter is now considered a trailblazer.
Cool.
What do you think Kate being a captain says?
Oh, sky's the limit.
You wanted to do that,
I was too old when I applied.
but you wanted to.
Oh, yeah,
So now you get to live your dream
of course, you know, you get to live vicariously.
and get emotional.
And what about that small percentage of captains who are women?
Well, we already have just about 20% of our bridge as women now, but we continue to increase the number of women. We continue to recruit. We're not stopping at 22%. I'd like to get into the mid-30s. I'm not sure if we'll ever get to 50%, just because, again,
The talent pool's not there
the
yet.
talent.